Okay. Microphone messed up again. That's alright. That's what doing all these saves is for. Alright, let's continue.
All these tanks. What's this about?
They're all filled with haunted.
What were they doing in this lab? And why did Liam want me to meet him here? Unity cerebral chip detected. Entry authorized.
Huh. Can't pass through without one of those chips. Gotta be one around here somewhere.
Our efforts have been in vain.
Alright, there's a resonance point nearby. And there's a lot of stuff here. Okay. Report. STEM integration irregularities. We have begun to observe a new and unexpected side effect of STEM integration in certain Union citizens. The symptoms begin simply enough. Small mental breaks triggered by vestigial memory overlaps. Affected citizens begin to experience their old memories, which leaves them in a state of confusion. Rewriting their memories again is only a stopgap measure. Their new Union designations serve only to confuse them further. Soon, these small breaks develop into complete dissociation and, eventually, total physical metamorphosis. This phenomenon is currently affecting only 0.005% of the populace, but it's troubling nevertheless. Much was learned after the Beacon incident, but STEM is still experimental technology. We are isolating our studies while we continue to expand Union. It is imperative that we stop this before it escalates. So they noticed people turning a while back. Alright. I will check that other place beyond the shutter in a moment. All over the place. More weapon parts. Turn around. can see the face growing from her back. It's awful to think about. Right, there's some red gel in there. Totally want that. Thank you. Irregularity studies. The phenomenon has become more prevalent. We have dedicated the entire laboratory wing of the Marrow to studying it. Citizen transformations have become quick, violent, and even more obscene. They are mutating into forms that can't even be considered humanoid. They have lost any semblance of humanity altogether. We have dubbed these affected citizens the Lost instead of the Haunted. We have determined that the last phase before metamorphosis involves the belief that they are being pursued by some invisible but inescapable force. Once they have succumbed to this force, their transformation begins. STEM is an artificial construct. There are no viruses, bacteria, or contagion here. The lost phenomenon is, therefore, a mental process. We are still in the dark as to how it spreads and to whom it will spread next. Perhaps the trigger was present in the subjects before they ever entered STEM. Further research is needed. So basically, the woman that we sometimes see that chases us is suggesting that we're kind of just before the phenomenon happens. And the residence is upstairs. I've already progressed this far. So let's not worry about that right now. So kind of like how Sebastian was being almost turning into a haunted thanks to Ruvik's manipulations. He's also suffering from the same effect of the phenomenon here. Thank you for all of that wonderful green gel. I keep wanting to call it brain juice. Yeah, it's kind of what it is. Go.
Are these Union citizens? What was Mobius doing with them?
Maybe putting out some of those that have turned? I don't know. Computer file pit observatory. It's lonely in here and creepy, dumping these bodies, these things into this pit. And they just keep coming. How did I end up with this detail? Been hearing things, voices, coming from the pit. But that can't be. But if they aren't coming from the pit, then they're in my head. And that's even worse. Oral hallucination is one of the symptoms. But I can't be infected. It's not a virus or bacteria. It's a mental thing that only infects citizens whose memories have been rewritten. At least that's what they told me. Shit, I've got to keep it together. It's just loneliness that's making me think like this. Loneliness and being around these freaky corpses. It's not the phenomenon.
Oh no. It's coming. I gotta get out of here. No. That thing again.
Down. Damn it. I had some difficulty. I lost a couple of times, but it's very good at knowing that this is sort of difficult because it saves constantly.
Thing again. Why is it after me? What does it have to do with this place?
Letter from Police Chief. Date November 17th, 2014. Jim here. Just a quick note to give you an update on the Castellanos Beacon situation. We're sending Sebastian in for mandatory counseling. The beacon incident needs to be kept under wraps, and the good detective is our only loose end. We have many operatives in KCPD, but not enough to ensure total information blackout. Fortunately, our staff psychologist is on the organization's payroll. Once we determine how much Castellanos knows, we can easily instill self-doubt through these sessions. When we're through with him, Sebastian won't be sure if what he witnessed at Beacon was real. Not that he needs much help. He's been stumbling through his assignments like a zombie. Poor son of a bitch is obviously having trouble dealing with whatever happened to him in there. I almost feel bad for him. I've known the guy for over a decade. It's like he's a different person now. But that's the price of progress. If you want to make an omelet, you gotta break an egg or two. James Van Kirk, KCPD. So even with his recovery, and within the police, Mobius was there.
Kidman was right. They are everywhere. They were right under my nose the entire time.
So this is the rest of that psychological evaluation. Be kept on duty and observed. The information gained from his experience in STEM could be invaluable for the organization. It has been posited that STEM immersion can have long-lasting residual effects. Detective Castellanos is unique in that he has entered and left STEM without standard preparation or memory overwrite. We could learn a lot about the mental repercussions of STEM used simply by letting him go about his business while we observe from a distance. I will continue to track Detective Castellanos' mental state via our mandated therapy sessions and will report any findings to the organization on a weekly basis. Walter Harrington.
Damn. Mobius were using me as their guinea pig. Long-lasting residual effects. They knew STEM would scar me like this. A way out?
We got scenes from the first game plan.
Trapped. Can't get out. What is this? Still here. Can't leave. Nothing changes. My fault. It's all my fault. What the hell is this? Can't move on. Can't move. The source of my pain is me. The part of me still stuck in STEM. Never getting out. No. I'm wrong. I will get out. But without you. What was that? It felt different than the others. More real. Like something changed. I feel good. Huh. My trusty revolver. Haven't seen you in a long time.
Alright, so that's all done. Hopefully that's the last time. I believe that ghost is, in fact, Laura, that we've been seeing every once in a while. Basically representing the events that happened in Beacon. Oh, let me see here.
of Union's populace has succumbed already. At this rate, there will be no one left in 2 weeks.
Our efforts have been in vain. The core escaped less than a day ago. Within hours, we began to receive reports of lost emerging in staggering numbers. They're everywhere now. 20% of Union's populace has succumbed already, and they're actively hunting down and killing whoever is left. It's a nightmare. At this rate, there will be no one left in 2 weeks. We've lost contact with Mobius. We're trapped in here. With the Lost. It's too late to stop now. The entire Union experiment is doomed. We're all doomed. I'm sorry.
Alright, we can now carry more medical pouches. No, more, syringes. I think that got them both. Computer file operative case. Our worst fears have been realized. The Lost phenomenon has spread to Mobius operatives. We had theorized that the transformations were a result of memory overwrite, but no operatives have been overwritten. We were able to quarantine and terminate an affected Mobius operative before he could transform. Perhaps his exposure to so many lost corpses in the pit made him susceptible to whatever is causing this. Perhaps it's merely a coincidence. We are harvesting his Unity cerebral chip in the hopes that it will provide new data. Removal of intact cerebral chips is possible with the extraction device. It's a relatively simple and automated process. Merely place the subject on the gurney and enter the extraction device's activation code 0128.
If they haven't removed this guy's chip, what do we have here?
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I didn't mean for that to happen. So 0128.
Okay, let's see what happens.
I don't know why blood is gushing out of a place that's not a wound, but okay. Alright, we got the chip we need.
Ah, thank God he's already dead. I gotta get out of this lab.
Multiron. Some of these bodies got up. yeah, we got one of those things. If I can find her, I'll take her out. Alright, I think we can go now.
Scanning for Unity cerebral chip. Please wait. Unity cerebral chip detected. Entry authorized.
About time. Hope I can still catch up with Hoffman and O'Neal. Voices.
No! Can't you see what he's trying to do to you? Please, stop! Don't let him control you!
Just listen. Listen. His voice will tell you.
You've got to resist him!
Hoffman! Stand back!
No! He doesn't know what he's doing! Ugh. Liam! Don't!
What do you mean, Liam?
Stay back!
Stay out of my way, Sebastian.
O'Neal, what happened?
Theodore showed me the way. I am his now. I helped him hide. And in exchange, he gave me a new life.
A life as a slave.
You'll never understand. For that, you'll burn!
Getting too hot in here. Gotta put the flames out.
You think you're too good to fight me? It felt great to me. You must be cleansed.
Throttleing's hurt. Not helping me. I'm not running.
That's it! I'm done playing with you! Yes, Father Theodore. I told him. Weaken more, Sebastian. I won't go down easy. Run all you want. You can't get out of here. What? Did I hurt you? I'm sorry, Master. I won't let him get away. I promise.
Thank you, Sebastian. Finally, free from his voice. From my fears. I was so scared. You've got to stop him.
I can't stop him if I can't find him, O'Neal.
He phase shifted. He's not here. Not anywhere. The machine in the room next door. You've got to destroy it.
What machine?
He made me build it. To hide him. Destroy it. So that you can destroy him.
What happened? How did O'Neal get turned into that thing?
I don't know. I've been locked in my safe house since you left. When Liam called and asked me to meet him, I was so relieved to hear his voice. But he wasn't Liam. He was that thing. I tried to get through to him, but you heard him. Theodore Wallace did something to him.
Poor guy. I didn't want to have to kill him.
You didn't have a choice. Theodore wasn't gonna give him up. So what now?
Let's take a look at this machine O'Neal was talking about.
I think it's on the other side of the room where you found us. Let's go.
Broken flamethrower. This flamethrower's fuel tanks are damaged beyond repair. You'll need to find some replacements before you can use it. Alright. Made from custom-made parts. You have a feeling that you're not going to find what's just lying around, though.
Flamethrower. I could use this, but it's broken. If I found the right parts...
I would never disobey.
Yes, Master. Of course. The machine is operating as it should. Thank you, Father Theodore. To hear you say that, it fills me with pride. What? But she is harmless to us. She's not... No. I would never disobey. Of course I will. Whatever pleases you. Yukiko, can you hear me? I'm in the fabrication room. Clearances don't mean much when everyone's dead. Just... please come and meet me here. I have something to show you. It's important. I'm sorry, Yukiko, but he demands it.
Mark of influence. Theodore's sticking his fingers in every part of this place.
It's almost like a form of communication with him.
Anything else?
Lots of weird stuff in here. Looks like he was building something.
Maybe that machine he was talking about.
Here, I'll be right back. Alright, let's take a look at a couple of things here.
Kidman, come in.
I'm here, Sebastian. What's up?
Ever get the feeling you don't know what's real anymore?
More than most people. Although probably not as much as you.
The first time I was inside STEM, I didn't know I was in it. Even when I got out, I was never totally sure that I'd ever left. And when I tried to explain what happened...
People told you were crazy.
Of course. If someone came to me with my story, I'd have them committed for their own protection.
I know. I'm with Mobius, and it still took me a while to adjust after Beacon. It was like living in a perpetual state of deja vu. Sometimes I still get a little confused.
And that's why you stayed out this time?
I don't ever want to go back into STEM again if I can avoid it.
Consider yourself lucky. Union is like having deja vu in the middle of a dream about deja vu. I hope I can make it out of here with my mind intact.
I just hope you make it out of there, period. I'm not sure anyone gets out with their mind completely intact. STEM marks you in ways that I think no one's aware of yet.
Alright. 2 more slides to find. Thank you, Kiki. Oh. Alright. And we'll make a little... There's a little comment he'll make about Liam.
Didn't want to kill him. But Theodore left me no choice.
Alright. So Sykes may or may not have gotten out. Yukiko is still okay. I haven't been finding too many of the mysterious items. Okay, let me upgrade a couple of things and we'll get continue. Alright. Let's go and check out this machine. Now, what's with these long corridors?
So you know Theodore Wallace?
Of course. He's head of recruitment. But what's he doing in STEM? And why is he doing this?
There's a lot going on that you don't know about. Theodore wants Lily for himself. You saw what he did to O'Neal. He'll do that to everybody in here if he has to. He'll tear this place apart to get his hands on her. I can't let that happen.
So Theodore was put in charge of the Mu Center that they used to recruit people for Union, and Stefano was one of those people.
What is it?
I'm not totally sure, but it looks a hell of a lot like the stable field emitter. Whatever it is, O'Neal said to destroy it. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I know just how. It's me.
Sebastian, I'm starting to think you forgot about me.
Have you finished arming that cookie dough of yours?
I have. Looking for an excuse to use it too.
Good. I'm sending you my coordinates. Bring the big guns. We're going hunting.
Got it. I'm already gone. See you soon.
I'm almost ready over here. Let me know when you're good to go.
She's so like Michelle Rodriguez. Okay. Wow. There's a lot. Let's talk to Yukiko real quick.
I need you to clarify a few things for me, Hoffman. You didn't seem surprised to see Esmeralda here.
Why should I be? She's a familiar face in STEM.
Everybody knows everybody in Mobius, huh?
More like I know everybody. I've been in charge of new hire evaluations for years.
Like one big dysfunctional family.
Esmeralda's the best person to have around in dangerous situations. She's a good soldier.
You're damn right I am.
I assume you know Myra, too?
I do. We work together closely.
How could she do this? How could she stand by while they conducted experiments on Lily? How could she tell Lily that I was dead?
Myra's maternal instinct is very strong. She joined Mobius to be closer to Lily. And the word experiment is a bit harsh. Lily was treated well, and she was able to interact with her mother on a daily basis. As far as telling Lily you were dead, I believe Myra only did it to protect Lily's feelings.
Yeah, well... I believe Myra's maternal instinct has gotten a little bit out of control.
Hopefully, you can work this all out as a family when this is all over.
I've been into Theodore's reality. If it's a reflection of his psyche, he's definitely got some serious mental issues.
That would explain why he's so powerful.
And yet he's hiding.
Perhaps it's easier to manipulate from the shadows.
Well, I'm about to drag him out of the shadows.
If what Liam told us was true...
There's only one way to find out. I don't know if you should be in here when this thing goes off.
I don't think I want to be. There were some interesting items in the other room that Liam was working on. I want to go check and see if there's anything that might be useful.
Okay. But then you should get back to your safe house. No telling what will happen in here once we shut this thing down.
Will do.
Alright, that's enough for you. Let's talk to Torres.
Tell me something, Torres. So you knew Hoffman before this?
Everybody knows Hoffman. You don't get into Mobius without passing through her office.
Can she be trusted?
I might have said no before, but nothing like being abandoned by your corporate masters to make you rethink your position. She's trapped in here like the rest of us.
So you're not sure?
Yeah, she's not bad. Just a bit of a cold fish. I have trouble completely trusting people who look at me like I'm something in a petri dish.
But basically, well, I have no choice but to trust her.
I don't know what's gonna happen when we blow this thing up.
Me either. But at least we're being proactive.
I don't think we're gonna convince Theodore to leave Lily alone. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy who can be talked into doing the right thing.
So you're giving me orders to shoot on sight?
I'm just saying be prepared for anything. You can't predict what's gonna happen in this place. No offense, but how did someone as smart and headstrong as you wind up in an organization like Mobius?
I was a demolitions expert in the army. They loaned me out to Mobius for some Black Ops stuff. Once my term was up, they came knocking.
And you just joined up like that?
They were pretty good salesmen. They don't tell you everything when you sign up. I was... tasked with some things that I'm not proud of. They expect you to follow blindly, and if you disobey... When Myra offered me the opportunity to get out, I had to take it. I've still got some morals left, despite the things that I've had to do.
Alright, let's do it.
Is that enough to take care of this thing?
Like 10 times over. And it's ready to go when you are.
I'm good to go.
I'm going to check out the equipment in the other room. Good luck, you two.
Okay, here we go. Operation Kick Ass, happening in 3, 2, 1.
Are you okay, Torres? Torres? Where'd you...
Sebastian Castellanos. You refused to step into the darkness. So you tried to bring me to the light. Your rash decisions have always been your downfall. Come then, I await you. You want to find your beloved daughter? Go there. See if it's everything you dreamt of.
I'm over here, Dad. Hurry!
Oh God. Lily? You're here.
Bottomless pit. I didn't even see you. God. See if this will work. Should be able to crank this now.
Mom never gave up. Not like you. She tried to tell you, but you were too stupid to listen.
No, this isn't right.
Myra succeeded where you failed. You refused to listen. You lost them both, and then became lost yourself.
You know anything about me?
Myra understood that goals can be achieved by submission, by joining.
Why was you there when I needed you?
I think it's his guilt speaking more than Lily.
After all this, you still want to be reunited with Lily?
I do. I need to find her.
Fine. Then come to me.
Lily? Is it really you?
No.
Lily. No. Lily.
There she is. Your precious daughter. Isn't this what you wanted?
Dad, you let this happen to me. Why didn't you save me?
No. Please. I couldn't. I wanted to.
You are doomed to repeat the mistakes of the past. Unless you join me. Do that, and I can make your dreams come true. Together we can take Lily from Myra. Once I have the power of the core, you will be truly free.
No.
It will take more than bullets to stop me. Will you never learn?
No.
You shot me. Sebastian, why?
No.
Come on, man. Let's get you out of here. You can't let him get to you. You gotta give that son of a bitch some payback.
Sebastian? What's wrong? Are you all right? You've been working too hard. It's making you delirious.
Myra? Torres, where... I'm home. How did I...
What the... What kind of wedding photo is that?
Lily's room. Just the way it used to be. The way I wish it had stayed.
There's Tango Works logo right there. That feels like the Elder Scrolls there. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, I don't know.
I buried myself in work so hard. If I could only get some of that time back, I'd spend it with them.
Why do they... There's no need for a stroller. Lily's kind of big for that.
Huh? That letter. Myra's last communication. It was hidden with her files. It sounded so crazy at the time. But I should have believed her.
My dearest Sebastian, if you've received this letter, then I fear the worst has come to pass. It means that my investigation got too close to the truth. It means that you may never see me again. I'm sorry I kept it from you, but it was to protect you. From either the truth or my madness. I've enclosed a copy of my files. I only hope that you never receive them, but if you do, it's up to you to finish what I started. Please, find justice for Lily, and for me. I love you with all of my heart. Myra. I'm so sorry, Sebastian. You've endured so much. All this time, all alone.
It's my fault. You tried to tell me. But I didn't believe you. And now I'm so messed up. I'm talking to an hallucination. I failed you. I couldn't save Lily from the fire. I failed everyone.
That's not true, Sebastian. There was no fire to save her from. You know this now.
But I couldn't protect her.
How could you? Mobius are a force of nature. What you're doing, it's like blaming yourself for an earthquake. It wasn't your fault. You have to stop torturing yourself. You're a good man, Sebastian. That's why I married you. And this time, you can save her. There are too many forces against you. You have to stay strong. Don't let the past defeat you. I forgive you. And Lily will too. But the most important thing is that you forgive yourself.
Forgive yourself. She's right. She's always been right. Theodore uses my own guilt against me. But guilt for what? It's their fault, not mine. They took everything from me. I didn't start any of this. But I'm gonna finish it. And God help anybody that stands in my way.
Wake up, Sebastian!
What? Hoffman? What happened?
She brought you here. I'm sorry, Sebastian. I tried to save her, but...
No. I shot her.
The bullet wound was superficial. She died from injuries sustained in a battle with those things.
Damn it. She didn't have to die like that. She was a good soldier. She just wanted to save Lily. And now she's dead. It's all my fault. Again.
No, Sebastian. It's not your fault. Don't let him do this to you.
You're right. That goddamn son of a bitch. This is what he wants. Trying to make me feel guilty. But he's the one who did this. not me. He's the guilty one. Okay, it's time to clean house. I've just gotta find Theodore.
That's not the problem. Destroying Liam's machine worked. Theodore is out there in the open now. The problem is getting to him.
What do you mean?
I picked this up on the exterior surveillance system cameras. Have a look. Theodore's stronghold appeared in the middle of Union, but it's surrounded by what looks like a massive wall of fire.
Shit. I won't be able to get through it.
I think that there may be a way. I found a device in Liam's equipment room that should be able to help.
Great. Let's see it.
It's not quite ready. I still have to do a few tweaks.
Okay. Go do what you have to do. I remember there being a hotel near there. I'll go check if it's safe, then send you the coordinates. You can meet me there with the device.
Okay. I'll see you soon.
A few more things, Hoffman. Theodore's been messing with my mind. Every time I see him, he uses my own nightmares against me.
That sounds like him. He's a master of neurolinguistic programming. And in here, the linguistic part becomes irrelevant. Why talk when you can get straight into your mind?
He almost had me. But I searched inside myself, and there was someone there. Someone who told me what I needed to do. I know I can take him on now.
Yes. I can see that you're ready.
How did you... Right.
The team psychologist.
Esmeralda might have lived if she didn't try to save me.
Don't feel guilty. We talked while I tried to save her. She told me about the plan. She wanted it to succeed. She made the decision to get you. She knew the risks and did what she thought was right. She said that she owed you.
Owed me? For what? We just met.
Esmeralda is the operative who took Lily from your home and burned it down. She's felt guilty ever since. That's why she joined Myra. That's why she risked her life to save you.
What?
Don't hate her, Sebastian. She didn't have a choice at the time. And she did everything she could to make it right.
I can't hate her. She sacrificed herself for the plan. She made her amends. I'm sorry, Esmeralda. I'll make sure you didn't die for nothing. I'm gonna hunt him down like the dog that he is.
Where's the mirror? There it is.
I sense you're preparing for something you're afraid of.
I'm only afraid of failing. If I don't succeed...
Then you will have sacrificed yourself for a good cause.
If I sacrifice myself, there's no one to finish this. Sacrifice means you've lost.
Sometimes. Sometimes it's what's needed to complete the task at hand.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.